What is going on, guys? Bugsy here and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, in today's video I'm going to be talking about a hot topic in the Call of Duty community, which is Call of Duty World War II's supply drop system, or how they're going to implement it, what they're going to involve inside of them. Now, my opinion on this is I really don't mind what they put in it, apart from if they're weapons. If they add weapons, or like mini weapons into that, I'm not going to be happy with it, obviously. But as I said, I hope what they add in are like those camos and things like that, like the Battlefield 1 camos, right? I wouldn't mind if they put stuff like that in there, because it kind of lightens the game up. People think, well, they're all like just camos and shit, like green and shit like that. Well, it may use like green and that stuff like that, but it kind of lightens the gun up. But if you're like me, I kind of just like the based camo of the gun, just all casual, just maybe wood or metal and things like that, because it brings out obviously the before it was customized and things like that, and I kind of like guns like that. I know it might be weird, but I kind of do like, I prefer my guns to be like that. Oh, look at him. Like, how sad have you got to be? Like, I don't understand people like this either. Just use a sniper rifle against a bunch of other snipers. I don't know why people use red guns in a free-for-all lobby versus a bunch of snipers. Like, what are you going to get out of that? And you get people still camping fucking wagon. Why do people like this exist? As you all know as well, World War II's game release or like gameplay will be at E3. Now E3 is only like, I think that's next month, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's next month. In June. Or it might be in July. I am really not too sure, but I can't wait for that gameplay to come out. Also, if you've seen Zombie Chronicles gameplay or any new maps or things like that, those maps look absolutely insane. Cannot wait to play those maps. What the why, bro? I hope Anne Frank hit you across the head with a pen that she was using to write the Bible. Dickhead. I'm gonna join him. If you can't beat them, join him. Or if you can't join them and you can't beat them, you might as well get your ass beat anyway. Just fuck yourself. Oh my god, why the... No, I can't be asked. Let me leave. So, what I was talking about recently before, I was trying to go for a trick shot, was DLC weapons and things in supply drops in Call of Duty World War II and gameplay at E3. Now, as you know, at E3 there's going to be a booth for Call of Duty World War II, which they will be showing and playing gameplay of Call of Duty World War II. Now, we will be expecting gameplay from then or that time, because obviously YouTube's recording so that I'm not going to be going to E3 because I'm 15. Duh. So sorry, not going to be able to see gameplay on my channel, but I'll probably re-download it off somebody else's or re-download it off the internet or something, and then I'm going to upload it to my channel, just so you guys can get it as well. Even though there's plenty more channels out there, but I prefer you to come to mine, because I know if it's legit or not and things like that. But I'm sure that other YouTubers know as well, but I just feel like, you know, maybe I'll upload it to my channel just as well, because I'm a faggot. So what I would kind of want to see in supply drops is maybe like something along the lines of Battlefield 1. Now, if you've seen Battlefield 1 crates, they've got like different types of camos in there and different types of vehicle camos and things, but obviously we know World War II, there's obviously gonna be vehicles like tanks and things like that in the game. So adding customization to vehicles like skins and camos and accessories and things like that maybe won't be such a bad idea. Because imagine this, right? You open a supply drop, great spawn by the way, you open a supply drop and you get yourself a brand new camo for your tank. Alright, so you're going into a game, nobody else has got that camo, but you're unique to yourself. Obviously, it's along the lines of Battlefield, being unique and things like that with your camos. A bit like Modern Warfare Remastered as well. By the way, I've been playing that a lot more. I've been playing S&D, kind of enjoying that. This guy's host because I can't hit him at all. But it is kind of fun playing Modern Warfare Remastered now. But the guns are way too overpowered. Again, you can earn all these camos and all these things from just playing the game, not buying anything. But it takes a lot longer. Now, Obviously, they kind of hint towards you having to buy these things in the game, because without that, you're getting them near the end of the game. Like, I've near enough just got my XMLR, just nearly. I need like 700 more salvage or whatever it is, or scraps or whatnot. These guys are a bunch of faggots in my game. Like, honestly, a bunch of faggots. Like, I could be, for instance, playing 2 games, and I'll maybe get like 4 or 5 crypto keys, right? Crypto keys, like 4 or 5, like among those lines, is absolutely horrible. Like 2 games and you're getting 4 crypto keys. That's like what? That's maybe like 3 or 4 games to try and get just a common supply drop. Like, I think if you get over like a positive KD, you should get like 5. Like, I think they should be much more generous with the amount of supply crypto keys they give you out and things like that. And I understand definitely going to be in World War II. There's no doubt about it, because of how much money that they've made, Treyarch have made, and it's later ever made through microtransactions. Now, they're definitely going to be in it, no shadow of a doubt. Literally, there's no ifs or buts. There's definitely going to be in there. But it's just a question now, what are they going to put in there? So as I said, I really wouldn't mind them putting in some camos and maybe a few emblems, or maybe a few like player customizations, or maybe like attachments or things in there. I really don't mind that. But as long as there's no weapons, weapon variants, score streak variants, I just want it to be plain and simple like it was in World War. Like World War, set in the same time, basically the same, apart from this year's Call of Duty is going to be in more places, different era, and much more better graphics and shit like that. But again, that is what this year's Call of Duty content creators, or just creators of the game, or game designers are going to want to put in. They're going to put in microtransactions, they're going to put in things that are completely unfair and you're going to have to buy just to be able to play the game properly. Now that's why I've gone back to Black Ops 2. There's nothing in here that's massively stupid or can affect you in such a big way. For instance, we had in this game the Peacekeeper. The Peacekeeper was the first ever DLC gun ever released at all at this time. And it was, well, there was better guns than it. It was a good gun, and obviously it was underrated and had a lot of less damage. It was, obviously, there were still main guns in the game, like the MSMC, things like that, which were much better than the Peacekeeper. Now, it's still good. They actually gave us all the Peacekeeper for free if you had the Season Pass. But they still gave you a weapon for free. Well, that, obviously, it wasn't for free. It was after buying the Season Pass. But the Season Pass was a good deal. You had 4 maps, and obviously included with those 4 maps, you'd obviously get DLC weapons included. Now, I wouldn't mind if they did that, but every time maybe they added maybe new weapons or something, you'd get 10 rare supply drops every time new weapons came out as a bonus of the Season Pass. I wouldn't mind though. Every time the thing came out, every time a brand new weapon came out, for instance, you'd get 5 rare supply drops, 5 or 10 rare supply drops. I really wouldn't mind, as long as you get something for free as those weapons come out, or as you'd get rewarded when those weapons come out. I'd be happy. Either way, I wouldn't mind. But if they just add them in and say, by the way, you have to have money to buy these things, or you're gonna have to spend a hell of a long time trying to get salvage or whatever the fuck it's called, and those crypto keys and whatnot, that's just not cool. That isn't cool at all. Oh my god, you just got absolutely you just got destroyed. I literally just pulled your pants down and you just fucked you in your ass. Show mercy, show mercy. Oh my god! I'm gonna throw a pizza at your nose. My insults are so bad. I hit 1 shot today, which wasn't too good. I might put it at the end of the video or whatnot. But again, I wasn't expecting to hit this guy that came so close to me. I was supposed to hit a guy that was inside of... It was in standoff by the mid-map, in the building by mid-map. I was supposed to hit the guy that was inside of the middle, but I saw the guy was running across, so I thought, you know, let's go for another barrel poke, because, well, I'm bad and I can't do anything else apart from barrel pokes. Oh, honestly, just... Who does this? You rush to last and you're still shite. I guarantee you, right, someone will just end this game. Someone just shoots someone in the fucking face. So, I will put the shot at the end of the video. And obviously, I'll give you last summary, as I always do within my videos like this, when they're more informative. there are probably going to be supply drops in Call of Duty World War 2, but we don't know what, obviously, as yet. But I'd like to see maybe some cosmetic items only, like tiles, emblems, character skins, or maybe like character customizations, like helmets. Like there was in Advanced Warfare, like you could open up maybe, for instance, a camo for your weapon, things like that. Obviously not extreme, just like Battlefield 1. I think, because there were kind of things like that, like you could customize your weapons, just like Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare kind of combined type thing. Customization for your weapons, customized camos, things like that. And Battlefield, where you can go ahead and get these supply drops and things, earn those supply drops from playing games and things like that. And it could only depend on your performance of the game. Maybe, for instance, say you got over, for instance, 10 kills, or you're on a winning streak, for instance, you'd probably be in the, for instance, top 6 players in the game of getting a supply drop. So those top 6 players in the game will get a supply drop, no matter what. For instance, say you do like the best out of 6 players, you get a rare supply drop. And say the top 3 out of those 6 players got a rare supply drop, then the other 3 get a common supply drop. You know what I mean? You can do a lot with a supply drop system that doesn't have to involve you having to buy them. And obviously, there obviously is going to be an option you can buy them, but having these different ways of earning these supply drops would be better off for the community, and it would be a lot better of better things like that. And the community wouldn't moan as much. Like adding these things of earning supply drops with scraps and things like that, and having to play the game for a long period of time just to earn a common supply drop. That's kind of stupid. Like, as I said, 10 keys to get a supply drop. Now, normally, if you play Modern Warfare Remastered and you do well, you get maybe 2.5 credits, right? Now, I did the other day, I think I did like 60 or 70 odd kills in a domination on Bog, right? And I got 2 3/4 of a key, right? 2 keys and 3/4 for 70 odd kills. That's not worth it at all. That took a long time. I played the full 2 halves. I had around about 20 odd deaths. I had 70 odd kills. My KD was more like, I think it was like nearly 4 or like 3.5 or something among those lines. That is an insane KD to play with on Bog. And I wasn't even spawn trapping here or running around the map with an MP5. Playing with an MP5, running around the map, 70 odd kills, 20 odd deaths, and two keys and 4 3/4 of keys. That's not worth it at all. Now, if, for instance, I was the top player in that lobby with the most score, if you implemented that system I was just talking about, I could have got a rare supply drop, and I would feel... Sorry. Now, if you added to the system I was talking about 5 minutes ago, you or I would be able to get a rare supply drop, and bear this in mind, I wouldn't get any scraps, because in that supply drop, I could scrap what I had to go towards another supply drop. Like Battlefield. So the 3 top players in that lobby, including myself, would get a rare supply drop, which would include 3 items of obviously randomized, and it could be anything from cosmetic items, and no weapons in these things at all, which I guarantee there probably will be. But if they add this system in, or add a different system in, obviously it'd be much better. No one would kind of moan about this system of being so corrupt and so scripted and things like that, because it wouldn't mind. It wouldn't matter. So that's just what I was thinking about. So that was kind of the top summary about the supply drops and things like that. I'd like to see kind of little things but big things, if that makes sense. Little customizations but make a lot of difference inside of the game, which makes you want to play it more. So I say thank you for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. As you see, I'm 3 subscribers away, or I might already have hit it by the time this video goes out, because I recorded a video this morning and I'm recording this one now. So this video here is probably going to be going live on the Wednesday or the Thursday. I'm not too sure yet, but it's going to be a video going up today. On the Monday as I'm recording this, about fidget spinners and things like that, and why YouTubers are quitting, about the views going down and things like that, and the minimum requirements to getting views and things like that. So hopefully you can watch that on last Monday's video if you haven't watched it already. So thank you for the support, as I've said, and thank you for watching the video. Share my channel around. So close to 100 subscribers if I haven't hit it already. If not, still share my channel around as much as possible. Leave a comment to what you'd like to see in supply drops and how you would like them implemented and things like that. Leave a like and peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.